Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nolina Minti Sharim. My nomenclature is A22A03X. I live from Group 4 and weekly business is Batik and weaving. In introduction, as we do this mathematics business task, we can first analyze how to calculate employee weeks better. Second, identify hard workers by working overtime and rewarding those who do more than the allotted time. Third, study the fixed and variable costs is in our business more correctly and deeply to know the spending in the company every day. For question 1, we present about company background. Batik and Weaving has been operating since 2050 and is run by Mr. Irfan Hamdi bin Suhaidi. When he was 27 years old at that time, he had just finished his studies at University Science Malaysia in the field of chart and art. With that, he took over his father's business, which was originally a batik and weaving store operator. With his father poor healthy, he gave him permission to continue the business. They also good for him because he learned it while he was studying at USM. As a result, he was able to improve the quality of the product so that more people will recognize the batik and weaving products by his family for generations. Name of our company is Batik and Weaving. Address lot 123, 44 and 44 tingkat atas Jalan Dato' Pati, Section 1, 15,000 Pasir Mas, Kelantan. Owner Mr. Irfan Hamdi bin Suhaidi. Date of establishment by 2023. Type of a business is batik and weaving. As you can see, the next photo that I showed for you all is as a payroll report. Next, I will be explain about a calculation for payroll report. First, regular pay. Regular pay equal to hourly rate multiplication regular hour. For example, I will take Tanusha from a salary department. Overtime pay equal to 14 ringgit multiplication 13 hour equal to 420. Second, for overtime pay, I will explain is overtime pay is equal to overtime rate multiplication hourly rates multiplication overtime her. For example, I will take Tanusha from a salary department. When her 5 minutes multiplication 40 ringgit multiplication 10 her equal to 210 ringgit. Number 3 is a commission. Commission equal to total sellers multiplication commission rates. For example, I will take Tanusha from a salary department. There is a 3,000 ringgit multiplication 10% equal to 300 ringgit. That's a Tanusha can get. Next is a pitch earning. Pitch earning equal to number of unit productions multiplication rate per unit. For example, I will take Farzana from operation department. First is Farzana can get is a 300 ringgit multiplication 2.5 per unit and that get 750 ringgit. Next is gross pay. Gross pay is a regular pay, at overtime pay, at commission, at pitch earning. For example, I will take Tanusha from salary department. First, 420 ringgit at 210 ringgit and 300 ringgit at 0 and I get 930 ringgit.
Good morning to the lovely lecturer. My name is Tanisha Kiswan. My metric number is A22A0808. So, for my part is question 2A. The question was to estimate the amount that Batik and Weaving needs to start up the business. So, as the table given, we can know that there are 3 descriptions, which is own, loan from relative, and bank ABC. So, firstly, for the own, the amount was 30,000, followed by the interest rate, time period, and interest amount are 0, and the future value was 30,000 too. Secondly, loan from relative, the amount was 5,000, followed by the interest rate 2%, and time period was consumed 24 months for loan from relative, and interest rate will be 2,400, and the future value was 7,400. Lastly, Bank ABC, the amount was 15,000, followed by the interest rate will be 2.7% compound by every 2 months, and the time period will be consumed for 7 years, and the interest amount will be 2,835, and the future value will be 17,835. So overall, the total for the amount will be 50,000, and the total for interest rate will be 4.7%, and the time period for will be 9 years, and the total for interest amount will be 5,235, and the total for future value will be 55,235. Moving to the next slide, this is the calculation from the previous table given. To find out the interest amount, the format was 1 equals PRT. For loan from relative will be 5,000 times by 0.2 times by 24. The total will be 2,400. So followed by that, the Bank ABC's interest amount will be 2,835. Nextly, for the future amount, the format was amount plus interest. To find out the loan from relative future value will be 5,000 plus 2,400. The total future value will be 7,400. Followed by that, the Bank ABC's future value will be 17,835. That's all from my part. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Nur Alunaza binti Abdullah, and my matric number is A22A0737, and I will present question 2 for promissory note. This promissory note was made by Miss Ainul to settle our business debit for 24 months, which is equivalent to 2 years, starting on June 6, 2023 and ended on May 26, 2025. The amount of the loan made is worth 5,000 ringgit. Our business has to pay it to Mr. Haikal Norizan with an interest rate of 2%. After making the calculation, the maturity value is equal to the face value, which is 5,000 ringgit, plus the interest value. The interest value of 5,000 ringgit will be multiplied by 2% and also multiplied by 24 months. So the maturity value is as much as 7,400 ringgit. So this is the maturity date where our business has calculated by multiplying the time that has been given, which is 24 months by 30 days, which is equal to 720 days. After getting the amount, we deduct our first month of business starting with our business start date, like on 6 June 2023. After that, we add 22 months and 16 days to ensure that exactly maturity date, which is the 26th of May on 2025.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Fazana binti Mamawi. My matric number is A22A0341. For the question 3A, this is a list of machines along with course we use for open the check mat, batik and weaving. For the question 3B1, this is a table of depreciation for 7 years using designing balance method. Our company assume a useful life of 7 years, while the salvage is RM5,500, check mat, batik and weaving. To find annual depreciation, the formula is the cost of a time and 1 rate of depreciation, but before that, we will find annual rate of depreciation, and the area is R equal 1 minus and root surface value divided by cost. To find the depreciation to date or accumulate depreciation, the formula is D. A equals C minus C in the bracket 1 minus R the power of n. To find the book value at the end of the formula is VVT equals C in bracket 1 minus R the power of n. Next, I will going to be number 3B2, and it is the depreciation schedule for 7 years using the sum of year digit method. Our company assume is useful life for 7 years, and the survey value is RM5,500. To calculate and consider attribution table for the company, for the machine, and what we can see here have a depreciation schedule and of year annual depreciation and depreciation today and book value at the end of year.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Irfan Hamdi bin Swaidi. The matrix number is A220034. I would like to explain my answer in question 3, C, number 1. So, the answer is, if the invoice is paid on 30th March 2023, the discount is 7% of 50,956 ringgit. So, the 7% is 1,170 ringgit 92 cents. So the payment amount will be 40,838 ringgit and 8 cents. Number 2 is, if the invoice is paid on 30th April 2023, the payment term is 5/15, which means 5% discount is applicable if paid within 15 days. But the payment amount remains the same as the total amount for the invoice. Payment amount, total amount is 50,956 ringgit. Supplier X need to receive a payment of 50,656 ringgit from your company if the invoice is paid on the 30th April 2023. So the total is the number 1 answer is 40,838 ringgit 8 cents if paid on 30th March 2023, and number 2 is 50,956 ringgit if paid on 30th April 2023. Thank you.
Thank you for the question 4A is monthly payment calculation. For the first point, RM3,000 was borrowed by Batik and Weaving from a bank to launch its enterprise. For the next point, Batik and Weaving has set a 12 months payment schedule with a 2.5% monthly interest rate. Our business will make monthly payment of RM2,532.62 cents based on the amount of the bank loan we obtained. Last point, we determine this number using the monthly payment calculation. Okay, the question 4B is amortization schedule. For the first point, a loans or intangible asset book value is decreased using the accounting approach of amortization over a predetermined period of time. Okay, next point is we require 8 things to find a value for the table in the amortization schedule. Lastly, the methodology and formula for determining the value are shown below. The beginning balance and ending value in the table must match. Subtract the starting balance from the principal paid to determine the final balance. Lastly, monthly payment less interest paid equals principal paid.
In conclusion, business mathematics including calculate metric algebra and linear programming can sometimes help management system function more effectively. Mathematics is used in many areas of business including accounting, inventory management, marketing, sales forecasting, and financial analysis. A business management plan apprehends the value of a mathematics and management system. Chairman Batik and Weaving uses its understanding of business mathematics to success in its industry and has experienced strong growth, opening for business. Thank you. That's all for us.